Hi, yes, so this is part 2 of dehumanization, the population. My battery finally ran out, so I had to recharge it again. But where was I? Yes, it's it, handshakes, all the social distancing. You can't hug people, you can't handshake people. I mean, seriously, it's now a crime to greet people. It's now become a crime. Welcome to George Orwell's 1984. But since my camera's been charging, right, I could do the haircut as well. Look, my hair's, and I think I'll have a shave as well. I'm not 100% sure though, but what do you think? Do you think I should have a shave? Please leave your comments in the comment section. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. But yeah, one thing I want to talk about as well, again, is face masks, because I've been thinking again about face masks since my camera's been charging. Wearing a face a mask, yeah, especially if you're in a group of people and they're all wearing that stupid fabric across their faces, right? Not only does it dehumanize people, it disconnects you from people, right? It disconnects you from people. And as people, as Homo sapiens, we are very gregarious creatures, right? Even introverts such as myself, have to get out once in a while. There's a couple of blocks come in. Oh, okay, guys.
You right?
Yeah, just
Hello. Hello, you
trying to go past.
Yeah, go on, man.
Have they gone yet? Have they gone? Right, yeah, so if you're in a group, if you're got a group of people and they're all wearing face masks, it does disconnect you from people. And why is this? Because I've said it in part 1 and I'll say it to you again, right? The way that we communicate and the way we connect with one another is through facial expressions, right? I mean, how do you feel when someone smiles at you and you can see that person smiling? How does it make you feel? Surely I would imagine that you get a warm feeling, you get a pleasant feeling, and you want to smile back at that person, yeah, right? If someone is angry at you, you then feel angry, and you feel like saying to the angry person, "What the fuck is your problem, pal?" You know what I mean, right? So that's just how. So whether it's a positive or a negative emotion, or whether it's a negative or positive facial expression, that is how we connect with people. But when people wear facial masks, that's been taken away, right? You cannot see what that person is feeling because you can't see their expressions, and that can cause even a more feeling of disconnection and more of feeling of loneliness, yeah. And this is what I mean by oppression, because it stops you from connecting with people. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And I tell you what as well, yeah, since this totalitarian state, because you know, let's cut the bullshit and cut straight to the point, yeah. We have now become a totalitarian state. Did I pronounce that right? Yeah, well, right. You know what I all mean, right? Since this all come in, right? Can't do handshakes. You can't hug people. You can't. You know. You have to stand two. You have to stand 2 meters apart from people. And since all this has come in, right? I am still single, right? I've been single since about 2010. God, 10 years ago now. Fuck, right? If I didn't, right, before all this, malarkey, it came in, right, all this social distancing nonsense. Before all that, if I didn't have the chance of meeting anyone again, well, I certainly don't have a chance and now do I? And Craig, but then say, but I can, but you lot out there will probably still say, but Craig, you will meet someone eventually. Look, if I had a pound every time someone said that to me, yeah, that's not going to happen. Not now. I mean, how? You know, how can you date someone if you have to keep social distancing? How are you supposed to get intimate with someone if you're social distancing? You can't. It's not possible. It's physically impossible, right? I mean, these days you can't even have a fucking handshake, let alone having sexual intercourse. You know what I mean? And it's because of this as well that the human population is going to decrease rapidly, because people have to keep social distancing. And it's because of this, you know, dating will be a thing of the past. Even internet dating will be a thing of the past, because what happens with internet dating, you eventually, you know, 2 couples, you know, after they've been internet dating for some time, and please watch out for romance scams as well, right? Please be careful, right? But what I'm trying to say is, the point is, 2 people who have been on social, who have been talking to one another on a dating website for some time, usually meet up in person. But if we still have the social distancing, how is that going to happen? And if we still have the social distancing, then what is the point of having having internet dating sites? See, this is another form of disconnecting people, of dehumanizing people. We have become an evil society. They keep on telling us, oh, well, it's for your own safety, see, because you got the virus. But if you examine what is going on, and if you look at it from a long term, right? If you observe what's going on, it's a society where human beings are not naturally supposed to be, right? It is not natural for human beings to live this way. It is not natural for people to be disconnected from one another. It's not natural to not want to handshake or have a hug or a cuddle, or, as we say in Wales, a cwtch, right? It's just not going to happen, you know. And what I can see happening eventually, unless not everyone has been unless not everyone has become sheep and become conditioned yet, people who have not been brainwashed by all this, that's me included, are going to start rebelling against this, and it's already happened, right? It's happened somewhere in Wales, and it's happened in the south of England somewhere. I can't remember. I think it was in Bournemouth somewhere, right? Where loads of people, they gathered on the beaches. Someone else coming. That person got past. Yeah, well, I'm just filming. I'm doing a video.
Fun?
I'm just filming. I'm filming me.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, just
Good luck.
yeah, good luck. What was I saying? Yeah, right. Where loads of people were gathering on the beaches. Something like churchland, we gather on the beach. But anyway, right? And there were loads of people, and they were all gathering, and they were going totally against the social distancing rules. And there was one incident somewhere, I think this was in London, where the police were called to a party. People having a party and enjoying themselves? How dare they? But anyway, so the police, they went to this house party, and people being fed up, they attacked the police, and a couple of officers ended up in hospital. Now, I don't condone that action, obviously, right, because the police are there to uphold the law and protect the public. But at the same time, I do understand where people are coming from. They've had enough. They've had a gutsful. They're fed up of being led like cattle to the slaughter, and people are not going to put up with this anymore, because it's not natural human behavior. People like to socialize and just, you know, they just want to get out, man, you know. And it's not about and it's not a question of them, they are just ignoring the social distancing guidelines. It's not about that. People don't give a fuck. They've had enough. They just want to get on with their lives. That's what people want to do. And the impression I get now is people are so fed up of being controlled, they'll take their chances with the virus. And I agree. You know, life goes on, and people die every day anyway. People, and more people, not only do more people die from influenza and AIDS and this coronavirus, more people die every day walking across the road and getting hit by fucking traffic. Yet do we have a lockdown with those events? Do we have social distancing with those events? You know, are we, you know, is the media driving fear into people because of those events? No. So why with this coronavirus, and what makes this virus so fucking special? You know, that's what I wanna know. But yeah, but anyway, I think I've had my rant and my rave for the evening. I would like to hear your thoughts. Please comment, please subscribe, please don't hesitate to hit that like button, and please don't hesitate to share this video. And I will say this again, I will never wear a mask, yeah?